Areas that receive less than 25 centimeters or 10 inches of rain annually are called deserts. Deserts are dry with sparse vegetation, and its landform tends to have an angular feature because of the lack of rain, which results in minimal chemical weathering. And flash floods create steep wall scarps and gullies. There are few plants to protect the soil from the wind, so the soil is blown away to expose the rocky surface.
Most of the world's deserts are located near 30 degrees north latitude and 30 degrees south latitude, where the heated equatorial air begins to descend. The descending air is dense and begins to warm again, evaporating large amount of water from the land surface. The resulting climate is very dry. Other deserts are located in the rain shadows of mountain ranges. As moist air passes over a mountain range, it expands and cools, precipitating most of its moisture as it rises. As it sweeps down the other side of the mountain range, it warms and compresses, causing high evaporation rates and shedding little rain. Many of the deserts in the southwestern United States are the result of rain shadows. A few deserts, such as the Gobi Desert in China, are simply a result of being located far from the ocean, from which most atmospheric moisture is drawn. The moisture is precipitated before it can reach these interior areas. Deserts can form even on tropical coasts beside cold ocean currents, such as the west coast of South America. The currents cool the air, which then rises and warms as it moves over land, drawing up moisture that is later precipitated as the air moves farther inland. Deserts are areas where the rainfall is too low to sustain any vegetation at all, or only very scant scrub. The rainfall in desert areas is less than 250 millimeters or 10 inches per year, and some years may experience no rainfall at all. The hot deserts are situated in the subtropical climate zone, where there is unbroken sunshine for the whole year due to a stable descending air and high pressure. Such areas include the Sahara, Saudi Arabia, large parts of Iran and Iraq, northwest India, California, South Africa, and much of Australia. Here, maximum temperatures of 40 to 45 Celsius degrees are common, although during colder periods of the year, nighttime temperatures can drop to freezing or below due to exceptional radiation loss under the clear skies. This species of cactus is commonly found in the rocky deserts of Mexico and the US. It has narrow stems that grow straight from a small trunk, just above the ground. These stems actually do not grow into branches and spread out, but they grow a little every year from the tip of each of the stem. It takes about 150 years for a plant to reach the mature stage. Desert sedge. Desert sedge is a beautiful shrub that is about 2 to 3 meters in height. The flowers are deep blue with purple bracts. The striking feature of these plants is that it does not need water ever once it is well established. These shrubs are evergreen plants and are extremely drought resistant. These shrubs conserve the solar energy blossom and its best during precipitation. Desert marigold. The desert marigolds belong to the aster family and are commonly found in the southwestern parts of the US and in Mexico. They are annual and short-lived perennial plants which grow between 10 and 30 inches and have very hairy leaves. Desert lily, also known as Esperocalis. These flowering plants are found in the desert areas of North America, Mexico, California, and Arizona. These flowers are funnel-shaped, green-colored flowers that bloom in March and stay until May. This plant is a common sight in the deserts. Its leaves are almost an inch wide and grow up to 8 to 20 inches wide. Palm trees. Palm trees grow in tropical, subtropical, hot, and humid conditions as they cannot withstand too much cold. They have a wide variety of species, amounting to over 2,600. They have a long stem, which is unbranched, and have a cluster of long leaves on the top of the stem. Saguaro. The saguaro belongs to the cactus species. They have a huge lifespan of about 150 years, but their growth depends on the amount of precipitation in the deserts. Their spines grow very rapidly, growing almost a millimeter per day. Their flowers bloom at night and stay from April to June. The flowers are white and yellow in color. Barrel cactus is the most common plant found in the deserts across the world. Its height can be anything between 1 meter to 10 meters. The buds of these plants grow generally during April, and its blossom flowers varies in color. It can be orange, red, yellow, or pink in color. Lizards are a widespread group of squamate reptiles with over 6,000 species, ranging across all continents except Antarctica, as well as most oceanic islands change. Rattlesnakes are a group of venomous snakes of genera Crotalus and Cisterus of the subfamily Crotallinae. The 36 known species of rattlesnakes have between 65 to 70 subspecies, all native to the Americas, ranging from southern Alberta and southern British Columbia and Canada to southern Argentina. Tarantulas comprise a group of large and often hairy arachnids belonging to the Theraptosidae family of spiders, of which approximately 900 species have been identified. Most species of tarantulas are not dangerous to humans, and some species have become popular in the exotic pet trade. The coyote is a canid native to North America. It is smaller than its close relative, the gray wolf, being broadly the North American equivalent to the Old World golden jackal, though it is larger and more predatory. A camel is an even-toed ungulate within the genus Camelus, bearing distinctive fatty deposits known as humps on its back. The three surviving species of camel are the dromedary or one-humped camel, which inhabit the Middle East and the Horn of Africa, the Bactrian or two-humped camel, which inhabits Central Asia, and the critically endangered wild Bactrian camel that has limited population in remote areas of northwest China and Mongolia. Sandsliding. Dune batching. Hiking. Hang gliding. Sandboarding. Many types of human activities affect the desert biome, like off-roading, when we run our vehicles over the desert soil and carve the track into the soil that will scar the land for many years. These tracks can kill off vegetation in the desert. When the vegetation is hurt, so are the animals. Animals that rely on the sandy desert floor for camouflage can also be harmed greatly. There is a little water that moves through the desert. The plants with water are provided with water from irrigation, from rivers and wells, By removing fossil water from the sabers, humans are basically mining for water. Once the water is gone, it is gone for good. Burning and overgrazing the land on the desert may reversible damage for some plants. They hold soil together and concentrate the amount of water, causing deserts to encroach on arable land. This is a serious problem for the world. It is called desertification. Military exercises can cause extensive damage to plants and soil in the desert, but many military bases are not open to the public. They also protect many thousands of acres from any other disturbances. Trenching that is associated with underground pipelines for gas, oil, water, etc. makes soil crust and rock surfaces unstable, concentrating erosion and water runoff. Research has shown that it takes more than 30 years for these areas to recover. The video game Mario Kart 64 features a track called Kalimari Desert, a reference to the Kalahari Desert found in southern Africa. With lack of water, high daytime temperatures, and sometimes freezing conditions at night, deserts can be an extremely dangerous places for humans. Around one third of the Earth's surface is covered in deserts.